Hiya and welcome to the James Oliver Guitar Channel, and today we're going to talk about my 5 current favourite guitars in my guitar collection. Now my friend Ramon, who's got a great YouTube channel called The Guitar Show, him and his buddy Bob put up a video today showing their 5 favourite guitars in their collection. So I thought, well, I'll have a crack at it as well today. So these are my 5 favourites. I mean, I'm very lucky to have a lot of guitars and a lot of vintage ones and rare ones, etc. But these are my 5 favourites for practicality, playing and sentimental value, really. I'm not going to play the guitars today because there's plenty of videos on my channel of me playing them. I'm just going to talk a bit about them, where I got them from, why I like them, etc. So let's jump right in. This is guitar number 1. You've all seen this many times. This is my Fender Vintera Telecaster Custom. This is a Mexican-made guitar. I bought it brand new from the practice pad in Alba last year. You all know I go on about it enough. I'm a massive Mick Green fan, and Mick Green, of course, plays a Fender Telecaster Custom. So that's where my love of Telecaster Customs come from. Fiesta Red is probably my favourite guitar colour of all time. As you know, I got a Fiesta Red 61 Strat. And I've also got a Fiesta Red Maple Neck Strat. So anyway, I bought this brand new and I called it the guitar that changed my life. Because I started doing the clips just after I bought this. And as many of you know, Fender shared one of my clips on the official Facebook page and Twitter, etc. And there are a lot of mods to this guitar. There's a Joe Barden Danny Garden pickup in the bridge. There's a Lambertone PAF, which was kindly sent to me by 920D, who made this pickguard with my name on. Also, the Sun sticker, I get questions about that. I went to see Bob Wooten, Johnny Cash's second guitar player in the Globe, back, oh God, it must have been 10 years ago, and he had a Sun sticker on his black telly. So that's where that idea come from. So it's a Mexican telly, the Vintera series, and it's been modded, and it's my number 1 gigging guitar. This is like the go-to guitar for the gigs. I don't like taking the vintage ones out on the road as much anymore, and I know you should use them, and I totally agree, but I like this guitar a lot. So that's the first one of the 5, the Vintera Telecaster. Up next is a Gibson. This is my 1956 Gibson ES350. Probably the favourite Gibson I own. I absolutely love it. It's all original, bar this Bigsby, but it is a period correct Bigsby. I bought this from Cranes in Cardiff after I did my first ever tour of Ireland, and it was like the most money I'd ever made playing at the time. And I didn't know, I was like, wow. And I went to Cranes and I bought this. It had a crack up the side, which has been repaired by Dave Durnley, who does all the work on my guitars, as you can see. You can't really even see it. It doesn't affect the sound of the playing of the guitar. This is a guitar, of course, the same one, well, not this one, but this model is what Chuck Berry played, and that's what drew me to this guitar. Also, the sound in the middle is out of phase like T-Bone Walker, which I love. And, I mean, this guitar is 64 years old, and it still, I think, looks amazing. So that's choice number 2. I don't really gig that one very much, but I've done some gigs with it, and it's always a joy, you know, to play. Up next then, my slide guitar. This is my Cudacaster, and basically it's a Squire Strat that has been modified with the Mojo pickups, Valco pickup, and the Mojo pickups gold foil. And they call these Cudacasters because this is exactly how Ray Cuda has his guitar. You can see got the action quite high. There is a Fender logo on it, but this is my main slide guitar. And when I do gigs, I always take 2 or 3 guitars, and if I'm doing some slide, like TV Mama, etc., I always take this one. And it's my favourite slide guitar. I've also got an old 68 SG with a gold foil in, but this one pips it to the post for slide. So that's my 3rd choice there. The 4th choice, it's all about practicality, really, with me. And, of course, my main guitar is the Vintera with the Danny Garden pickup in. So this is the backup. This is a JV Squire. JV is, of course, Japan vintage. This is made in 1982. The neck is dated October 82. And it's got Joe Barden pickups in it and a Bigsby. It sounds pretty close to the red one. And that's one of the reasons why it's in this list, for practicality reasons. And also it's got a Bigsby on it for when I really want to do my sort of, you know, the real rock and roll, rockabilly sort of stuff. The Bigsby is perfect for that. And it sounds very similar to this one, so if I break a string, etc., I can just change guitars without having to tweak the amp. And I'm not battering about my custom shop Danny Garton, which is a stunning guitar. Beautiful. But this is great. There's quite a weight to it. I can really see why people rate these JV so highly. They're just fantastic, you know, well-made guitars. If it didn't have Squire on it, you know, it could easily be a vintage Fender. So that's why, you know, I've picked out in this list 5 guitars, 2 vintage ones. I suppose this is vintage because it's, you know, it's 38 years old now. But it's all about, with me, practicality. And this guitar does exactly what it says on the tin. Plays great, sounds similar to the red one. What more could I want with it? And the final one of the 5, as I say, the video is called Current, because my choices do change. And this could become a series, really. This is my 1961 Fender Stratocaster. When I was a kid, I dreamed of owning one of these, a 61, 62 Strat, and back in 2015, I realised that dream. This is a refin, and all the wear you can see on it, I did. Just from doing, I've done 1,000 gigs with it, and it used to be Fiesta Red. You can just about see it inside there. And this was my dream guitar, and I absolutely love it. The only change, of course, is the paint. And it's got a 5-way switch on it. But other than that, it's all original. Look at the rust on the cloisons. And all that wear on the neck. I've actually got photos of this when I bought it. It was just a black refin with no wear. And I just played it so much, and, you know, I love it. But I retired it because I was wearing it out, really. You can see the logo is gone. And even though I got a red one, I'm very lucky to have 2. This one pips it to the post for me because it was my first one and the one I always dreamed about. So there you have it. There's my 5 current favourite guitars in my guitar collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you all soon. Cheers.